This is the Muffin Top live stream. Totally unplanned, totally got skunked hunting. Let me know what you scallywags are all about over here. Guess I could invite a couple people. Uh, we're here, birthday guest at 3 o'clock. How's everybody doing? Get some invites, see if I can get anybody in here. I don't know, it might be rough. It's dinner time, and I understand that. But yeah, old Muffin Top got skunked out hunting. Didn't see anything but rabbits and squirrels. But that's it's part of hunting. It is not guaranteed. Oh, all right, we're starting to get some people trickling on in here. We got three. How's everybody doing? Just seeing how well. I'm kind of in the boonies, so I don't know how good my signal is. But let me know. It's cold. It is 35 degrees. See how everybody's doing. Old Muffin Top got skunked out hunting on this some new ground. I was trying it out. I am restricted on this property. Oh, no camera. No camera. Thank you. I'm restricted on this property for. I can only take 2 call bucks. So even if I were to see something, I am restricted to only 2 deer on this property at the moment. But that's an opportunity to put one in the freezer, and by God, I'd sure do it. So, want to see what you guys got going on here. Somebody drop a comment in here so I can see this is working while I'm driving. Super duper dangerous what I'm doing, but it's for the lulz. How y'all doing? Everybody have a decent evening, AK Lover. All right. Show tonight later? That's a good question. I don't know my plans yet 100% this evening. Depends on what's going on at the household, AK Lover. Thank you for the comment, by the way. You were the first comment. Uh, What's up, Rabid Coyote? Yeah, this property is the one that I need to remove varmints and coyotes and raccoons. This guy just put out like $300 worth of deer feed to get a nice coat and some fat for the winter to make it, because it's getting cold over here in Nebraska, man. I mean, it's like 35 degrees right now. Thank God I got a Milwaukee battery powered coat, because I couldn't find a damn DeWalt one, even though I got a shitload of DeWalt batteries. It's like being a Glock guy picking up a Smith and Wesson or a Sig and no mags. It sucks. So now I got to get like a little impact and little sawzall so I can use up these batteries I got for this coat too, because why not? But Yeah, AK lover. We got skunked. This is a new property. They have a whole bunch of blinds up, and they went in and cut out some stuff. This is one of the guys I'm cutting up. It's my neighbor well, not my neighbor, but the neighbor of the guy I was cutting up his deer, and I get half. Well, this guy's got the same deal going on, so he didn't get a deer. I think he went out private property, like on the river. I'm like, are you serious? Like, this is some primo shit. Uh, I'm restricted to two. He's got a fork that's been there for 3 years and hasn't grown much past the fork, but he's got a good body. He's almost a chocolate buck, which is cool. I've never shot a chocolate. I usually don't get a whole lot of good whitetail ground, and I've never seen a muley go chocolate out here. Except Sophia B. The mustard's in, baby. But yeah, they got an Elliott. It's got one antler and just growing up a stub that's kind of folded over, so they want to take those two out of the gene pool. They got a huge monster of a buck, a 5x6 whitetail, and they want him breeding out all the does. So I am not allowed to shoot any does on the property because they have seen him with about 18 does total over the last couple weeks, which is really good for that little deer herd that they got going. And I'm bringing in some feed. We're going to set up some permanent blinds. I'm going to put a big ass 2-man tree blind up. They want to get it up 20 foot. And I'm like, well, Jesus, that's pretty fucking high. So I'm going to have to rig up a platform for it so it's safe and a homemade ladder. But I'm hunting out here basically for free. So that's cool. That semi-Christmas lights all over. That was bitching. So I'm just on the interstate driving back to the old Chabot. And I'm cold as fuck, but that's part of it. Sat out there since noon. Had a little medical emergency I had to attend to. You guys catch one of my earlier video about having some stuff to do some basic medical checkout for elderly people / people on medication. The gal's super cool. She hooks me up with baked goods all the time, like zucchini bread and stuff. She's, could loosely be brought into the mag, but no, man, we're just running around checking out some new deer property. They just got a trencher. This guy's going to build a house out there, so I'm going to put in his HVAC and help him run some wiring and some plumbing probably, and do some stuff like that. It'd be a sweet little bug out location. I might bury a cache out here. But, evening, my fine young Heather and Winch, Sophia B. Oh my, naughty coyote. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry you didn't score, Muster. Hopefully next go around, get some oats, then bucks will come. Yeah, I gave him some food plot stuff that I had this spring. It's got 4 season stuff, but it was pretty old. It looks like only part of it took off. I didn't see any turnip tops where they planted it. But yeah, the seed that I had some clover for spring and it covers quick. He's not having horses out there, so we don't have to worry about that. And then it did. I don't know if it had a wheat mix or a rye mix or Milo mix, something like that in there for like summer. I think it had a little green wheat in there. And then turnips. So they eat like the turnip tops and the clover spread in the spring, and it helps them get healthy, gives them little vitamins that they don't get normally and things like that. So I really promote growing a really healthy deer herd if it's a place I'm going to be hunting for a long time. I'd like to buy this property from this guy when he gets older, but that's down the road. But no, we got 7 people watching. I appreciate y'all. I didn't plan this, but just doing a driving home chat. Wanted to see what everybody was doing. I see there's a whole bunch of Syrian civil war. France has their government has collapsed, but we're not seeing anything about that in the Western media. I know they've been protesting for a good while. I think a couple months that I've known about it over there in France, but we're not seeing shit about that, which is kind of fucked up. The CEO assassination thing for the insurance company was a very interesting time. So we have interesting things going on. Syria is about to be a mixing pot of a whole lot of bad shit going down because we're going to get involved with that over there, and not to mention it's looking like there wherever you draw your line as far as bad guys, basically what's left of Al Qaeda is running. They're a small group. I don't know what they're fucking, but I think fucking Turkey's backing them. They're running American shit. It's not good. Not that guy. What's up, Pat? I think I see you on link, my dude. I'm driving. I don't know what you got going on, but evening. Tex Bullington, you're a new name for me. I appreciate you, my dog. Yeah, this is just a skunk hunt and chat. December, it gets a little weird. There's little rut action sometimes. My normal place I hunt, that guy still hasn't picked any fucking corn in 2 weeks. I understand, like, around Thanksgiving, but I'm like, dude, you are fucking me so hard right now. I gotta go out. I think I'm gonna go out to this one draw. I know there's a small 4x4 muley buck with about 10 does. Probably go take him out of the gene pool, even though I'd like to give him another year. He'd probably be a pretty fucking nice ball hanger next year, but I got half a deer in the freezer meat wise. And all right, let me send you a link, Pat. It might kick me out, and I might have to come back in. Give me a second, guys. That's super gay. All right, I sent you a link, my dude. Don't crash, yeah, no shit. This idiot is driving like a turd. I just seen a semi. He had, I don't know if you guys seen that trend where you do like that frog tog tape and put Christmas lights all over your rig. It looks like shit in the day, but I seen a truck over where I hang out. He had the full fucking, it was like a 2024 Silverado. It looked badass as shit, man. It had like a fucking 4-inch lip on that thing. It looks gay as fuck in the light, but when it's driving, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I just seen a semi that had that. They had it all the way down their whole fucking trailer, dude. It was crazy. So it's cool. How y'all doing? We got 8 people watching. It's cool. Send you a link, my guy. That's the best I can do. But yeah, it's dark. Oh, my top got skunk. We got 9 people watching, man. That's cool. I appreciate y'all. Got some sweet videos coming down. Some stuff getting lined up that I wanted to do. I think I'm going to review all of the weapon lights and all the lights between like myself, and a couple people got. Do like an O-light page. I got one Phoenix in there. I don't know if I'll even bother with the mag lights, but I got some good ideas, like a water storage video and some heat video, and do like a stage chat on it. It'll be like hey, basic like dollar blankets from Walmart, like the fleece ones, and then jumped up to like Milsurp, like wool blankets, and then go to like a heated blanket with like a battery bank and like a small deal and like a heated coat, and then go up to like like your buddy heaters, stuff like that, propane stuff. Well, actually, probably propane stuff's cheaper than the heated coats and shit. But like do tiered systems like that. Hey Pat, how you doing, my guy?
Heyo.
Just driving on the interstate. This place is cool. This is the place I was telling you about backstage on a chat or two ago that has a huge coyote infestation. So I got out of there because I have a fucking black powder and I'm not going up against a pack of coyotes with fucking one shot.
Are you allowed to carry a sidearm?
Yeah, I got my EDC. I got the old. I actually fucking wrangled out an outside the waistband blade tech that I took a grinder to cut the sweatband off, and I'm carrying that. Dude, the goon beam with it is so fucking snug. It's perfect. It's almost. I don't even think I was gonna run like a little bungee strap over it for like some sort of weapon retention, but it's fucking solid, dude.
Sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's not super like. It's like the only outside the waistband that's like not weapon retention, like I used to use for security. That I got. It's pretty. I mean, it works. But yeah, I got that, and I got a backup mag. Just the old dagger with the dot and the microcom, the goon beam. I tell you what, dude, that goon beam is bright as fuck. I can't wait to do that review video.
Yeah, I watched that video. It seemed like it had like a ring of splash, but then the hot spot was really hot.
Right.
And, I don't know if that's good or bad or how that's going to look, but
well, that
was the major difference.
Right. Yeah, and that's the fuck, what do they call that? It's however their candela is focused or whatever. But yeah, I like it better than the TLR1 because you can tell like the TLR1's just like it kind of feels like faded, if that makes sense, like how its light goes. But the goon beam feels like it's like cut, like just that fucking circle, whatever it's on, which is pretty dope. Yeah, I was fucking around with it downstairs and stuff, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. I mean, 10 out of 10 on the goon beams, dude. Seriously, I'm gonna pick up. I don't know if anybody watched DLD and Red Dawn late. Dude, those guys fucking go way late, man. Like, I'm about passing out or in the shower when I'm listening to those guys getting ready to go to bed. But he dropped a little sneak peek. Their goon beam has a light coming out that runs on double A's. And I will be getting some of those. Oh, hey, all right. Thanks. Glad lovely. Sorry, I know it's like dinner time and everything, everybody. I'm just driving home. Got skunked hunting. Lawfully's here. You read the chat. Driving home. Oh, you're driving home too? I'll remember. I don't want to get. I want to
Can
get
you hear me?
Goon beams, code wire type. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I wasn't sure because you're just on speaker. I don't have earbuds with me.
No, you're good, dude. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just holding the phone, driving on the interstate, like probably super illegal, but that's all right.
See if I don't get my first driving citation while live on the internet.
Yeah, we don't need none of that. How you doing, my dude?
Good. Just got done arguing with a SWAT officer. It's like, is that an SBR? And he's like, no, that's a pistol. I said, so that's not a butt stock? He's like, oh, around here, I don't think anybody cares.
Kind of.
Rules for thee, not for me.
Depends on who's writing you a ticket.
They don't write tickets for SBRs.
Yeah, guy got picked up down in Texas. He was rolling around with a pistol, and they arrested him and called the ATF.
Yep.
Wow.
Then I guess later on
or did he have a stock on it?
He had the brace on it. Later on, they dropped the SBR part, but turns out he was a felon and he wasn't supposed to have a gun anyways. So he's still screwed.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But that just goes to show you the cops, they don't know any better.
They really don't, and it's hard to educate people. So I would assume you educated him lawfully because you're pretty smart about that.
Yeah, that municipality went back and changed their story too, because they were all excited to report that they busted him with an illegal firearm.
Right.
They'd gotten so much outpour over the pistol brace, they went back and amended their story.
Fellas, do be careful driving. No way, Sophia. I'm reading chats while I'm going 81 fine. I do have a rum and Dr. Pepper. So there we go. Oh, what's up, Coyote? Hook me up, bro.
I don't really drink, but when I do, I don't want to taste it. So it's vodka.
Really? Man, I don't know. It just depends. Sometimes I like to drink. For the longest time, for about 6 years, I didn't drink a drop. It's like, like heart medication. So we just didn't like drink, which is weird because now we're like way ahead of like all of our friends financially, and like we almost have like our house paid off, my truck's paid off, our car's about paid off, and like we're ready to start buying rentals and building our dream house, and like all of our friends are still out getting drunk and just now having a kid, or they're like on their second kid, but like they're all shaky and divorced and shit because they're all out still partying and stuff. I'm like, y'all are fucking dumb. Like I'm trying to start my own business and fucking get a rental, get a couple rentals going, so that way my son don't have to work and he can figure out what he wants to do when he gets older. Yeah. Damn it, Buster. I don't know. When I drink, I just like a couple beers when I'm smoking some meat, or like SoCo and Coke, man. Like I love Southern Comfort. That's my favorite. I'm a cheap drunk.
I have maybe 2 drinks a year.
Really?
If I go to the beach, I'll drink some beer, and sometimes on New Year's I'll get drunk. That's like the only time I'll ever get drunk. Maybe New Year's.
Yeah. I'm not super big on getting drunk anymore because like what if my kid needs me or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
That, being
Or
in a
somebody
mind
needs
altered
to-
state.
Right. And I don't want to get in trouble because, you know, I'm still, you know, if I'm in my backyard smoking weed or something, drinking some beer, like, still got my gun on my hip, so I don't want to get in trouble, you know. I like 1 or 2. It's good enough for the old mustard, so. I do love them freaking Cayman Jacks. Those things are like crack. Those are so good. About those. I'm about that life. I like me some Twisted Tea, too. That's some good shit. Mostly just because I like tea. I will give out a public service announcement in your little hunting pack. Make sure you bring an empty Gatorade bottle, because old Muffin Top filled up a Gatorade bottle today because, you know, when you got to go, you got to go. So, public service announcement, make sure when you packed out for a hunt, you got an empty Gatorade bottle and a pack of butt wipe and a garden trowel at minimum, because you might have to take a shit.
That reminds me of a video I just saw about thermal. If you're in any kind of austere environment, something you don't think of is if you're in a camp of dudes and you know you're got overhead cover and you're masking your signature, but what nobody thinks of is when you got to take a leak and you go out in the woods and you piss on a tree, and for 30 to 45 minutes it stands out like a freaking neon light bulb where you pissed on that tree.
Dude, I tell you what, you want to see something hilarious under a thermal? You should check out a battery-powered heated coat. Maybe I'll have to do a video because my thermal can record. Yeah, it looks, it fucking radiates on the thermal, dude. It lights you up like something fierce. Like you have a spotlight up your butt. It's crazy. I'll have to do a video on it one of these days when I can get somebody to fucking watch me with my thermal and record it.
They were also talking about smoking. Like when you light a cigarette, you can see that from like a mile away. And even if you cup it in your hand, like the cool guys do, you can still see it. Just the cherry from like a couple hundred yards away. Yeah.
Plus, if you go in a bottle, you can tuck it under your coat and get double duty from your. Yeah, that's true, Lovely. If you're really cold, that's a hot water bottle for you.
Stay warm.
Yeah. I've never been that cold, but I suppose if the need arose.
I saw that in a video. It was like survival from a homeless guy or something like that. They talked about stuffing your coat with newspaper and whatever you can find, And when you go to sleep at night, you piss in that bottle and you put it in your whatever sleep system you're using, bag or whatever. Throw that in there and it keeps you a little bit warmer.
Yep. Don't waste
Just
it,
don't
man.
waste the body heat.
Yeah. Well, mine was mostly for scent control, but I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird hunting in a new spot when I don't know how anything moves.
I've been told that the deer don't care about human urine.
No, they smell anything. But I did piss before I left. Coyotes care about human urine.
So what were you rocking for winter gear out there?
I was just walking. I did that video on those about like 5 or 7, something like that, Milwaukee battery powered coats on sale this summer. I was rocking a black Milwaukee battery powered coat with the big ass fucking 12-volt battery that you can use on like the Impact or the Sawzall, not the littler one, but the bigger one. And I didn't really have to put it on until about the last, I don't know, 2 hours when the sun started to go down. The temperature drop really started cutting quick. So I just kind of sat out in the Carhartt. We got like a little office chair. I was in a little pop-up 2-man blind. The guy said, we got some really fucking nice cameras out there. Like they're hooked up to like Verizon and they got solar panels on them and like they have alarms and lights and all kinds of shit. They're like $800 fucking trail cam. And these guys got like 10 of them out there. It's pretty big property. It's like 22 acres, something like that, right on the river. So it's pretty sick. The guy's, that's like his retirement. And this dude's military, so I think this kind of like his bug out location. We kind of talk guns and stuff, and he's got a shitload of stuff. So I think he's low key a prepper, but you know, I ain't said shit to him yet until I shake it down a couple times. I'm not going to talk to somebody about, you know, magging up after meeting 6 times, but potential mag member, potential new bug out location, which is cool.
I've been doing a lot of research on deer hunting, and one of the interviews I watched with this dude, he's like 80 years old and still climbing tree stands and stuff. Oh, yeah. And what he was saying about hunting is he likes to pull up the topographic maps of where he's going to hunt. Yeah. And you know where the deer like to hang out. They like going down in the valleys and any thick stuff. So if you want to like scout that property without actually scouting the property, I think it's called don't quote me on this, but I think it's like usgi.org or something like that.
Yeah, there's a public topo map of the whole U.S. I've fucked around with it before. The problem is it's Nebraska, so I had
it's all pretty flat.
Yeah, I don't really have to worry about that so much, but I'm going to get some wild sunflowers and stuff like that going for it to help the bird population and stuff. But they have a sick fucking sandbar like 10 foot out, and I'm thinking about building a little bridge and putting a small little duck blind out there. It'd be pretty badass. It's like a big enough sandbar. It's got like 4 fucking trees on it. I'm like, dude, I could dig in a sick fucking duck blind right here, dude. But who knows? That's all time and whatever. But
yeah.
Nobody's hunting it for ducks or geese, and I'm like, well, fuck, I'll hunt it for ducks or geese. Like, I like hunting, just period. Pretty much anything I can do from dove to fucking snow geese, which is October to February in Nebraska. Muffin Top's usually out hunting at least once a weekend, so that's like my favorite fucking thing, man. That's why it's going to be so hard to leave, because I got so much ground to hunt here in different seasons, and who knows? If I lose it all, I'll move. If I don't,
sky migrants coming down from Canada.
Yeah. Hey, man. It's jerky, my dog. Rebel says, show Muffin some loving. Fuck yeah, show me some loving. Y'all, we got 8 people watching. We better have 8 thumbs up, you crazies. How can I see that? Can I see it? Do we got 8 thumbs up on this?
You're all set up where you are. I wouldn't move unless it was like apocalypse level.
Yeah. Yeah. We've talked about it. Like, we've looked at, we would probably move, if I was going to move maybe to Missouri or Arkansas. It'd be kind of sick. I got some family that have some a very wealthy family in Arkansas.
Yeah, when we were looking at property, we were kind of in the Ozark region, is where I was leaning towards.
Right.
So I'd like to go down south and get like milder winters, longer growing seasons.
Yeah. I mean, Nebraska. I pretty much. Well, that's the next problem. Is like I got my gardening figured out here in Nebraska and everything, and changing climates and stuff like that would fucking suck. Because like between me and Grandpa and my sister and we probably put up probably a little over 1,000 jars this year of everything, all of our gardens and everything. Plus, we ate on it all year. Like, we probably made a good couple thousand pounds of produce to feed multiple families, and we gave it away at church, and whatever's left over goes to chicken feed or like a deer food plot or whatever, or, you know, slopping pigs for whatever. Like, we help a lot of people. We got a pretty good little, like, coexistence with multiple people here. That's going to be really hard to move from that, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But
May seem weird, but I watched this thing where a guy moved. He took his freaking garden with him. He dug up all of the topsoil and took it with him.
Oh yeah, I already flat said if I move from this place, I'm taking the soil with me. I've been working this soil for fucking 6 years, man, and I'm getting some good shit out of it. I know I put a lot of work into this shit. 8 years.
Yeah, community, I think, would be very, very hard to leave. I'm working on it. The guy I just bought some of that surplus gear off of, talk with him for like an hour. Like, we're 100% kindred spirits, and we're not that far away from each other. So I got him to join my Facebook group and all that stuff. Just trying to build.
Yeah, Pat. Way to network, my dude. Way to network. I know that's been kind of your little crux, and that's what you're working on big time. Unfortunately, that's the fucking hardest one.
Yeah. I joined the Sportsman's Club right up the road from me, and that didn't work out as well as I had hoped it would. Like, yeah, I'm surrounded by a bunch of like gun guys and hunters, but they're all old as shit. They're all old as shit, and they all smoke, and that's like a really big pet peeve for me.
Right. Yeah, see, that's kind of why, like, I've started recruiting for the mag and stuff like that. Is like probably 60%, probably a little over 60%, or over fucking 60. So like eventually my mag's gonna shrink to the point where we could be overrun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And all it takes is one.
Blood.
Like, if anything bad happens and we go into, you know, Teotihuacan or whatever, all it's going to take is one bad winter with an older group. Like, the flu hits you guys, and it's just like you could lose half your people.
I know, dude. And when Muffin Top's fucking, you know, one of the top 20 people physically fit and to do stuff, we're in trouble. Because Muffin Top is fucked up, but I ain't no bitch, so I still do the work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like 3 churches really, really close to me, and I was thinking about like rotating through the churches on Sunday. I'm not really a church goer.
Well, you should. That's a really good place to get community. I implemented
that's the plan.
Church security, because I have security background, so I kind of brought it to the board and the men's group and stuff like that, and found six armed dudes that were down to go, you know, plus the pastor. The last pastor wasn't on board for it, but she was grateful that she had that blanket. But this pastor be packing, so he's super on board. He's really happy with it. Our church is kind of set up like that church that had that Texas shooting. Oh, Lawfully hopped out. Now he's back in. But our church is almost identical to that. So now we have a plan, like we place a car in front of the door so nobody can just drive up right through. And I don't need to go into our details of protection, but we have multiple layers, levels, and
that's the mid-tier Patreon level there. If you want that info.
Yeah, no shit. Let me check these comments real quick. Us old bastards aren't a bad thing to have around, you know. No, I'm not saying you're a wealth of knowledge. Muffin Top hangs out with a lot of older people. That's why Muffin Top's so smart for his age, because the new people are fucking retarded. It's kind of weird. It feels like the generation below me blows dick, but maybe the generation below that might be able to pull out. Does that make sense?
I came back at a weird time.
Yeah. I'm an old kindred soul in a young man's body, but I have the old man's destroyed body, which blows.
Yeah, that was my whole plan with joining those churches, is trying to expand out a little bit. I put myself in the believer category, but not necessarily the churchgoer category, because I think you find a lot of fakeness in some of the churches where they're Sunday Christians. They'll drink, smoke, and sin all week long, and then go to church and think they're absolved.
Fuck yeah, Rumble, you're 34. I'm 32 over here, my dog. We need to chill out.
Put on their Sunday best.
Yeah. I tell you what, hey, lawfully, I'm going to get together with you. We're going to Branson, Missouri again this year. Maybe we can meet up, or I can swing by or something, because you're close enough to touch that tip, right?
We'll talk off.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Maybe I'm going to try and meet up with Missouri Survival and maybe Wired Tight when we go that way. And maybe see if I don't know how close Maccabeus and Hutch are, but I might swing by those dudes too.
That sounds like a road trip instead of a vacation.
Well, I'm going to go for a week.
Remember, he lives in Little Cornville, Texas. So, like, he wants to do anything, he's got to travel.
Getting that all figured out. Pretty excited.
So I got my deer stand put up this weekend, or 2 days ago.
Hell yeah. Rebel Spirit said he'd go to church with a blunt in his hand if you could. Hey man, not a big deal. Sophia said, I'm a big fan of old bastards. So much knowledge and forehead kisses. Well, I'll let you know, Sophia B, that old bastards also know how to, knowledge is power everywhere, including the bedroom, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying don't recruit older people, but all are welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just expanding, and there's you
need a pyramid.
Yeah.
You need a base.
But why I grabbed Coldfoot, man. Like, we had a gap in computer stuff. Coldfoot's really good at that shit. And I kind of my super awesome cool game plan would be, he'd be my drone guy and run me third person. He'd be my Overwatch with the drone, and he could still be like final backup for like the kids in the family. That's kind of the role I have placed for him. We got to get to that point. Muffin Top's looking at getting some drones and some nods this year is kind of be the big pickup for the Muffin Top clan. So,
25?
Huh?
You mean for 2025? Or do you mean like in the next 3 weeks?
Yeah, it ain't happening in 3 weeks. But yeah, that's Muffin Top's side cash categories going that way. But yeah. All right. Well, Sophia and Rabbit are getting kinky over here.
Get out.
Zoro's got both drones. Cool. Rabbit
sounds like
got a drone.
Sounds like Lawfully's dragging a body.
He is, but not live.
Paper plates. Sorry.
You all good? Yo, I'm at the place, so I'm gonna get my gear unloaded and go in and chill with the family. But y'all drop it in Discord. If I get 50 people to drop it in Discord to tell me to do a chat tonight, I'll do a chat tonight. That's the fucking plan. Spread that bitch far and wide. 50 people in the Discord. We got 11 on here, so you guys are gonna have to do some legwork. Appreciate y'all. Better have fucking 11 likes, you bastard.
What's the code word?
Code word? Oh, that's a good idea. Code word, if I get 50 people that say pineapple in the chat on Discord. Pineapple. Drop the Discord link? Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Timeout. This might kick me to do it.
Yeah, my work kind of screwed me this weekend. I usually have Friday nights off, but they called me at 11 o'clock last night and said, "Hey, are you working?" Like, no, it's Friday. I said, but it's peak season. So they called me into work. So I normally have a dead drop time at 10 p.m. I didn't get there till after midnight. So that put me way behind. I'm just now on my about to get home.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if you heard the first part, but my work screwed me.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I normally have Friday nights off, but they called me at 11 p.m. They're like, "Hey, are you working?" I'm like, no, it's Friday. I'm like, it's peak season. You got to work Fridays. Well, nobody told me.
Nice.
It was after midnight by the time I got there, and normally I leave there about 9.
All right.
So, and I hadn't slept because I didn't think I had to work.
Oh, no.
So I drove up to Connecticut, dropped off that trailer, and slept for 7 hours. I'm just now getting home.
Does that not mess you up with DOT?
As long as I'm off,
So
my time
just click
resets.
my link to Discord, and you're invited to my Discord. It's like a private messaging app. I dropped it in
So
there.
yeah, that was fun.
My entire can puff pass that link around to some homies. I need 50 people in that Discord to drop a pineapple. What's up, Maccabeus? I'm about to get off. I got skunked out deer hunting tonight, my dog. It's some new ground that I got access to, so it's whatever. I'm restricted to only two animals. They got a 2x2 that's been a 2x2 for 3 years. He's almost a chocolate buck, so that'd be the one I kind of want. And then they got a 3x gnarl they want to take out of the gene pool. They got a big ass 5x6 whitetail buck. He's been with about 18 does the last week, so they want him to breed. I am not allowed to take does at this time because they're trying to let that puppy breed in the gene pool for a year or two. But yeah, he's a nice young healthy buck. He's been on camera for a couple of years, so give him one more year, then he'll probably be a fucking wall hanger and a half next year. So
wall hangers.
Oh man, he's a nice buck now, but he don't got a big enough body for muffin top to put in the freezer yet. He can't be more than 3, so he's got a really good rack. So now that we got the food plot going and feeding them up to help keep them healthy and give them some extra nutrients and fat and fur and good ground for the year and take predators, they'll be healthier herd, healthier meat.
I just imagine. Did I hear the cat alarm?
Huh?
I said, did I imagine it or did I hear the cat alarm?
Well, I'm in the truck, so there's no cats in my truck.
Okay, and that's how bad it is that I imagine it now.
Yeah, Rabbit. I don't mind, dude. I took 6 does last year. I didn't give a shit. It's for the freezer, but I don't mind putting one on the wall every once in a while. It's fun. It's a cool byproduct. But I like to take them when they're about 4 years old is when I like to shoot my deer because they get the chance to live and reproduce and whatnot. So I don't like to shoot a buck under 4 years old myself. So
how big do you like your giraffes?
Huh?
How big do you like your giraffes?
My giraffe?
Giraffe.
My rack? Oh, I don't like to shoot anything under a 4x4.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
All right, go and see your family, brother.
Deuces, my guys.
Give them a kiss from the mini muffins.
Oh, man. That's adorable. Remember, y'all, Discord chat. Share it far and wide. 50 pineapples. We got a chat tonight. Deuces.
Good night, everybody.